Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Chopping Block on the Cutting Edge of Metal, and welcome to a new installment in our series Fresh Metal Album Reviews. Today, we are going to be reviewing, not in fact an album, but an EP. And we are going to be reviewing the self-titled from I Promised the World. Now, I heard about this band from a friend. It got recommended recently, and I heard little snippets of it, and I'm like, I got to do this for the channel because it's really cool. They're a metalcore band, but they're sort of a more like 2000s sort of style, like I guess 2000s revival you could call it. And it's a style of metalcore which I haven't heard in a while, or at least done like, super well and authentically for a while. And man, I miss it. I'm glad there's a band doing it again to such a good like level and high ability that they are. So pretty excited for this album. Now, you might have heard of them before because they had a different name earlier. They used to be called Switch with the I replaced with an exclamation mark, but they're now more commonly known as I Promise the World, which is how most people will know them. Now, while it is an EP, I will still review it because it's been getting a lot of attention recently. I've seen it on social media before, so I've decided to do it anyway, also expand my horizons a bit. So that's what we're doing. But before we listen to it, remember, I've got to look at the album cover. So this album cover, it's okay. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's kind of a bit like generic looking. There's not a lot to focus on. However, I do respect the originality. They didn't just go for the classic, like, I don't know, like heart with blood and crow, like the generic like imagery. So I respect that they did something a little different, but it's not really doing much for me. But that's besides the point, because it doesn't sound good even. So that's what we got to focus on. I'm gonna go listen to it right now. I'll tell you what I feel afterwards, tell you my favorite song, give you my thoughts, and give it the final chopping block score. I'll see you after I listen to it. Bye. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I just listened to the EP, I Promised the World, and it was really good. It was absolutely fire. It was really surprised me how good it was. I heard snippets and I was like, yeah, this is going to be cool, but it's going to be eh. It was really good. I really liked it. They did a really good job of the genre. I see lots of people trying to recreate it, which normally I don't love revival stuff, but they did a really good job. It was really authentic. It didn't feel super like try-hardy like a lot of stuff felt pretty. It just felt good. Yeah, and the band, like, one thing that was interesting was the band's just like you could hear all their influences. Like you could hear like where they got all their ideas from. Like, they just sound like a huge mashup of, like, every core band from the 2000s. Mainly, though, if there was one that I'd say they sound like the most, it'd probably be Underoath. At least that's what I heard. And in particular, parts I loved were the clean guitar parts and the clean vocals. They just nailed that stuff. They did such a good job, honestly. Only points of criticism I had was, number one, this is more of a personal thing, because lots of people like this. I didn't love the... The harsh vocals... While they were good, I don't think they matched the genre a lot. He kind of gave a similar vibes to the first Underoath vocalist. So from, what is it? Changing Time, or The Changing of the Times. From that album and earlier on, he kind of sounded similar to that vocalist in Underoath. And I kind of, don't love that. It doesn't super match it to me. It just sounds super, lame and not lame. I don't know how to put it. It just doesn't match. There's a bit of cognitive dissonance there for me. So yeah, anyway, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but he was very good. It was just personal preference. He did a good job at vocals. He's nice. The other thing was the songwriting was a bit erratic. I felt like there was some repetition, but sometimes I just felt we were going all over the place. But that's not always bad. Sometimes it's nice to have stuff like that, especially in genres like this. So I don't know. It wasn't a huge issue for me. All in all, really good. Best song in my opinion was Future Worth Dying For. Honestly, such a banger song. Such a cool intro. I loved it. Anyway, awesome EP. And I would highly recommend it to you. The final score I'm giving it is 9 out of 10. Absolute banger. Really happy with what it sounded like. Just super epic. Go listen to it. This was a chopping block, comment down in the comments and tell me What did you guys think of it? Do you think it was good? Did you think it was fire? Do you think it was shit? Let me know. Also, chuck any requests you have down in the comments so I can review them later on. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you out. Peace!